Welcome back to Coins Numismatic Series, where history and collecting come together one coin at a time. Today, we're diving into one of the most iconic and patriotic coins ever issued by the United States Mint, the 1776-1976 Eisenhower $1 coin with the Denver Mint mark, preserved in stunning Paristin condition. This is not just a piece of metal, it's a piece of history that connects America's fight for independence in 1776 to its achievements 200 years later, during the Bicentennial celebrations of 1976. Stay tuned, because this coin has a story worth telling. Historical context. The year was 1976. Across America, parades, fireworks, and celebrations marked 200 years since the Declaration of Independence. To honor the Bicentennial, the U.S. Mint did something extraordinary. It redesigned the quarter, the half dollar, and the dollar coin for circulation. For the Eisenhower dollar, the design change carried incredible symbolism. The obverse still honored Dwight D. Eisenhower, the 34th President of the United States and a World War II hero. But the reverse, that's where the magic happened. Instead of the usual eagle and moon design, the Bicentennial Eisenhower dollar displayed the Liberty Bell, cracked but enduring, with the moon in the background, two symbols, one of freedom, the other of progress. Obverse and reverse design features. On the obverse, Eisenhower's profile faces left, designed by chief engraver Frank Gasparo. The word Liberty arches above his head, and just below his chin sits the national motto, "In God We Trust." At the bottom is the dual date, 1776-1976, reminding us that this coin marked the 200th anniversary of independence. And for our coin of focus today, the Denver Mint mark, D, is stamped above the date, a tiny detail that adds tremendous value to collectors. On the reverse, the Liberty Bell dominates the design, its crack clearly visible, symbolizing both America's enduring freedom and its imperfections. Behind it, the moon rises, an echo of the Apollo 11 landing and America's achievements in space exploration. Together, these elements told a story of America's past and its future, engraved in one powerful image. Surrounding the design are the inscriptions, United States of America, E Pluribus Unum, and $1. Mintage and physical specifications. The Eisenhower dollar was big, bold, and heavy, 38.1 millimeters across, weighing 22.68 grams in the copper-nickel-clad version. The Denver Mint struck over 82 million Bicentennial Eisenhower dollars in 1976. That sounds like a massive number, but here's the catch. Most of them circulated heavily, many saw wear in casinos, and relatively few survive in Paristin condition today. For collectors, finding one in pristine preservation is a challenge, and that scarcity in top grade is what drives much of the value. Collector value and rarity. Now let's talk numbers. In worn, circulated condition, a Denver 1776-1976 Eisenhower dollar is worth about face value, maybe a couple dollars as a novelty. In uncirculated condition, values rise, around $5 to $20 depending on the sharpness. At MS65, expect $25 to $40. But the real treasures are coins graded MS67 and above. These are significantly scarcer, with prices soaring into the hundreds, and in MS68 condition, the coin becomes a true gem, sometimes bringing over $2,000 at auction. But it doesn't stop there. Collectors also pay close attention to varieties. Denver coins exist in both Type 1 and Type 2 reverses. Type 1 shows thick, blocky lettering, while Type 2 has sharper, thinner lettering. Type 1 Denver strikes are harder to find and more desirable. And of course, errors, double dies, off-center strikes, and planchet flaws, turn an already fascinating coin into a one-of-a-kind collectible. So why do collectors love this coin so much? Because it's not just about Eisenhower or even the Bicentennial, it's about history in your hand. The Liberty Bell reminds us of America's founding struggles, while the moon reminds us of our reach for the stars. The Eisenhower dollar was also the last large-size circulating dollar, following in the footsteps of the Morgan and Peace dollars. After this series ended in 1978, the dollar shrank to the Susan B. Anthony format, and the era of the big, cartwheel dollar was gone forever. That makes the Eisenhower Bicentennial dollar not just patriotic, but historic. It closed a chapter in U.S. coinage. When you hold a 1776-1976 Eisenhower dollar with the Denver Mint mark in Paristin condition, you're holding far more than a coin. You're holding America's 200th birthday. You're holding the legacy of Eisenhower, the symbolism of the Liberty Bell, and the boldness of the space age, all captured in a single design. It's a coin that speaks to collectors and patriots alike. And that's why this coin remains one of the most fascinating and collectible pieces of modern US coinage. Whether you've just found one in a family collection or you're searching for that flawless Paristin condition example, the Bicentennial Eisenhower dollar is a cornerstone of American numismatics. If you enjoyed this deep dive into the 1776-1976 Eisenhower $1 with the Denver Mint mark, make sure to like this video, subscribe to Coins Numismatic Series, and ring the bell so you don't miss our next exploration into history through coins. Every coin has a story, and together we'll uncover them, one by one.